What's up, horror fam?
You know what time it is.
Today we got a special guest.
Let's get into this.
All right,
guys. So tonight we are joined by the ever so awesome Gregamortis.
Gregamortis from the land of the creeps.
What's up? We are so glad this guy's on the show. We love his show, and we've been trying to get him on here for a long time. And
he kept blowing us off,
yeah,
and he's like, man, I don't want to talk to you.
And now we're holding him captive via Zoom.
We're
threatened to let him leave. Greg, what's up with you, brother?
What's up, JT? Ryan, what's happening, fellas?
Oh, you know.
Oh, you know how it is, man. You know how it is. Hey, man, thanks so much for being on the show tonight, man.
All my honor, dude. I really appreciate it, bro. I know Bill and Dave talk high about you, and I've listened to your show, man. Great stuff, bro.
Nice. We appreciate that.
I say he doesn't have to lie right off the bat to us.
That's it. We're ending this call, damn it.
No, man. No, it's awesome, man. We are really glad to have you on. We once we met Bill and he introduced us to all kinds of stuff, so we're like, man, these guys are awesome. And then I was like, we got to get Greg on here too.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
I've only blew you off for like 2 months.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
No, man. We know you're busy. And,
hey, I've been married for 20 years. I'm used to it.
He's used to getting blown.
Yeah, not or not.
Yeah, Greg, it's that kind of show.
Yeah.
But guys, we got Greg with us from Land of the Creeps. I'm gonna kind of Greg, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself again, and then let everybody know where they can find you and everything.
Well, you can find me in the planet because I'm close. I'm in there. So I'm no longer in North Carolina. I'm on
everywhere.
I'm in Uranus. No, not yeah.
Hey, Uranus is right down the street from us.
I was just in Uranus the other day.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you ever come to Missouri? You'll have to go to Uranus with us.
Well, there you go. I could go to Intercourse in Pennsylvania too.
No, we got a place down here. It's Uranus, Missouri, and they've actually got a fudge factory. And their motto is, "We pack the best fudge in Uranus."
Yeah,
I'm not joking. We just went in.
We're not joking.
I just went in there with my family the other day, and like every time you buy fudge from them, they're like, "Thank you for letting us pack your fudge."
But anyway, about Uranus.
Back to you.
Back to me. Now, Gregamortis, a.k.a. Gregamortis. I'm Greg Morgan, but, I go by Gregamortis. Host of Land of the Creeps Horror Podcast. Been doing that since roughly 2009. Originally started out Creeps for Feature Horror Show and then went into Land of Creeps. But, man, just sitting there plugging along every 2 weeks? Yeah, every 2 weeks.
Well, that's what happens when you put a damn 5-hour podcast out there.
No, well, you know. And then we do a little bonus here and there. So, yeah, I'm just who I am. I just chill, man. I like to have fun and talk horror movies and collect shit and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. Awesome, and that's kind of like how we started off talking, me and JT met, about 2 years ago, a little over, almost 3 years.
Worst day of my life.
Now I can't get rid of me.
I can't get rid of him.
I'm like herpes.
He's like a bad penny.
But no, we met, through work, and we started talking metal. We talk about music, we love music, and we started talking metal and stuff, and then we started talking horror, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just start a podcast. And originally, he came in my back door and dropped off his package. I work for a delivery company, so I deliver my package to him. But no, originally I was like, man, we should name this Heavy Metal Horror, the podcast.
Nice.
But I was like, it's just we had to, because you've been doing it since 2009. So the name is a lot. Having a name is a lot. So
God damn, he's like dad, and we're the babies.
Yeah, daddy.
Yeah, call me daddy.
That's a good podcast too.
See, that's the way, like when I first started podcasting, my original partner at the time was Dirty. Actually, it was Dr. Butcher, a.k.a. Dr. Dirty, a.k.a. Joe. He was a friend of mine, and I met him at a video store back when we used to actually have video stores. And, man, we got to talk. He was like, dude, man, I love horror movies. I do too. And, we love the same music like Wednesday 13 and just a lot of metal shit.
Yeah.
And, man, we just started like, let's do a podcast. I said, what the hell's a podcast? I don't even know what a podcast is.
It's the same thing that happened here.
It's clueless, dude. So, like, he hosted, I was just basically the comedic side of things. I'd bring laughter in, and man, we did it. Man, we was so guerrilla warfare. I had remember the old Guitar Hero mics?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I used, was a Guitar Hero mic. We shared it.
Hell yeah.
He would talk, and then I'd reach over and say, "Hey."
Nice.
Hey man, you gotta start somewhere, you know.
That is so funny because we started the same way. We went to lunch one day, and Ryan's like, "Hey, dude, I want to start a podcast." And I think the words that came out of my mouth was, "What the fuck's a podcast?" And he said, "No, man, you gotta check this out." And he showed me a few, and I started listening, and then I got hooked. And then it's like, okay, I got to figure out how to pull this off, you know. We just.
And what's cool about it, you know, with this whole deal is that we get to meet, you know, cool people like you and Dave and Bill and, you know, it's Nathan. It's just awesome to get to meet people that are in the same stuff. I mean, you're miles away from each other, but you get to talk and have cool conversations, you know.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about, you know. So that being said, I got to ask you something starting off, because we're all
gonna put you on the spot already.
No, we're all Halloween fans here. Like, if you, I don't know if you know this, but that's our movie. It's your movie we hear. So what I was told to ask you about the time you met Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh boy. The time I had her tattooed on my arm.
Nice.
Yeah, when was that? 2000. I want to say it was like 2012. A buddy of mine, Kenny Caperton. I don't know if you know Kenny Caperton. He owns the Myers House NC. He lives in a Myers House replica. So if you're ever in North Carolina, if you're ever in North Carolina, you need to go to see Kenny Caperton. But anyways, Kenny messaged me one night, man. He's like, dude, he said, Jamie Lee Curtis is coming to Greensboro, North Carolina, which was at the time about a 3-hour drive. So I said, when and where? And he's like, Greensboro, blah, blah, at a Barnes and Nobles. I was like, done, we're there. And so I didn't know all the ins and outs of how to meet her, what she would do. I just know Kenny said that she would not sign anything Halloween related. Like, she was completely shunning horror then, you know, nothing to do with horror. It's all kids' books that she was doing. So we went. You know, I had a Dark Knight of the Scarecrow T-shirt on, my Halloween hat, you know, so I'm chilling. And here's Kenny, you know, being himself. We go to this Barnes and Noble store, man, and there's nothing but like parents and kids, because it's a kid's store, you know, a kid's book. So like, we're the only adults, right? So we're sitting back here and we're listening to her talk about her first, you know, is her name of her book. And we're sitting here like, oh my God, like, I know she knows what we're there for, right? We're clearly not there for a kid book. So needless to say, you had to buy a book. We bought a book, and we sat and listened to her spiel. Well, then it came time to meet her, meet and greet. So probably about an hour wait. We get up to the line. Kenny goes first. Kenny's up there. He's goo-gooing all over Jamie Lee. You know, he's like, oh my God. Yeah. And instantly she said, hey guys, I'm not signing anything Halloween related. You know, I will sign the book itself, but I'm not signing any kind of member. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I get up. It's my turn to come up. And the first thing I do is, Jamie Lee, I'm such a fan, and I show her the tattoo. I know you won't be able to see it here.
Yeah, we can see.
But I showed her my arm. Now, keep in mind, kids everywhere, right? She instantly sees my arm and goes, fuck. And then she goes,
nice.
Man, the silence in the room. People laugh. Adults are laughing. Kids are just looking at her like, what did you just say? And she just goes, she takes a picture with her cell phone, and she's like chilling. She said, I know you're a fan, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to sign anything for her. I said, that's fine. So I let her sign the book. And it was not until 2 days later or 3 days later, they were doing this horror convention. I know, JT, you go to conventions.
Yeah.
But Horror Hound was doing a convention with Jamie Lee Curtis. Well, she was on tour at the time trying to promote it, and she went on the Jay Leno show back when Jay Leno used to be on there. So I get a message in the middle of the night, and I don't check it till the morning, like, Greg, you were on TV. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, what are you talking about? But literally, she didn't show me. She called me Larry, but she had my arm up on Jay Leno's show, big arm, talking about how crazy fans are. And I was like, oh, so that's my 2 seconds.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is killer. Such a sweetheart, dude. Such a sweetheart.
That is awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I would love to meet her.
Me too,
She's
but
awesome.
I'd be getting arrested.
Yeah.
She invited me, dude. This is the shit, though. After we talked for a little while, she sat and told me, she said, are you going to Horror Hound in Cincinnati? I think it was Cincinnati. And I was, or Indianapolis. I can't remember which one it was at. And I was like, I would love to. She said, if you come, she said, we will have a cup of coffee. She said, I want to have coffee with you. I didn't have enough balls to tell her I did not drink coffee, but she's like, I want to have coffee and talk to you. Didn't get to go. We're, bullshit. But anyways.
That's awesome, though, man. That's freaking.
That's awesome, dude. That's
I love her, man. She's great.
Yeah, it's crazy because we're Halloween heads here. It's.
Oh yeah.
That's our shit too. It's,
So here you showed yours. What do you?
Yes.
Oh.
Dude, yes. I got the Michael on the back. I know you can't really see it real good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got like a pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, I did the pumpkin from part 2.
I love that. I love the way
with the skull.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's killer.
See, I just got his butcher knife. Like it's.
Oh, he's got a hair.
PG.
It's funny you were talking about Horror Hound. I actually made it into Horror Hound magazine.
Oh wow!
For my Jason tattoo, because I've got Michael here.
Yeah.
Here I've got.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude, that's killer.
Yeah, I don't.
That's badass.
Yeah. I'm a big
Hound.
horror freak, man.
Yeah.
Horror freak.
But
hell yeah.
But yeah, was it Dave? Yeah, I think Dave's the one who told us to ask you about your Jamie Lee Curtis event. So I was like,
one of those moments I'll never forget, man.
That's awesome, dude. That is an awesome story.
Yeah, it's always cool when you get to meet, like people like that. Basically you grew up with, and
yeah, definitely.
It's
especially somebody you masturbated for. Oh, what? Oh, no. I'm sorry.
My wife knows that I've got just the biggest crush on Jamie Lee. She knows.
Excuse me.
That wasn't till Trading Spaces.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Look at that rack.
That's what my wife said. That's what my wife said. My wife was like, is that the lady from, I'm like, yeah, because she loves a fish called Wanda.
Yeah.
And she's like, is that Jamie Lee Curtis? I'm like, yep. She's like, oh my God, she's got a nice rack.
Nice.
So
that's money can buy, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so tonight we're going to be talking, we always have an agenda, so to speak.
Yeah, but we'll get off topic several times.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
we'll talk about, but tonight we're going to be talking about decapitations. And
heads will roll.
Some heads are gonna. I was just blasting.
Oh, yeah.
I was just blasting Judas Priest on the way.
Yeah, some heads are gonna roll.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But as soon as you said this, I already knew which one JT is going to be one of his favorites.
Right. I have a feeling.
Is it Hatchet?
Can I guess?
Hatchet. Well, see, I didn't put that on my list, but I assumed we would talk about that.
Let him guess. Let Greg guess.
See, and that was the thing. Like, I was automatically going to 1980. I was thinking because of Savini. I'm not going to say it right yet, but I was thinking you were going with Savini 1980. Is that the one?
What is it?
No. I think what Ryan's talking about is that scene from the movie Hatchet.
I got you.
Yeah. When he grabs that woman and rips her jaws apart.
Dude.
That is probably one of my favorite scenes out of any movie. I just freaking love that scene. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's killer. And I love Adam Green, man. Such a great dude.
Yeah. And it's funny, a lot of people give those movies some flack because they are campy, but man, that's what sells, dude. I loved all 3 of those movies. And I'm a big back to Halloween, big Danielle Harris fan,
Yeah. What was the number?
It is really hard.
When they brought in there,
they
had Tiffany Shepard and all of them.
Yep.
It's really hard to look at her now, as beautiful as she is, and think, God, I remember when she was Jamie Lloyd and she was only like 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah. See, for me, I'm not saying that is
hard, dude.
What was the Eminem song when it was ass like that? And he's talking about Hillary Duff.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Maybe next year we'll call her ass like that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm lucky. I'm about the same age, so I'm good.
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
I'm taking my shot now so I can sweat later.
Oh, nice. Nice.
See, that's
cheers, buddy.
You know what, man? I can't wait. Something else I can't wait to do eventually is to get to meet everybody and have a shot in person with everybody, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe have like a convention type thing.
He just wants to touch you.
Yes.
Look at that. I touched Gregamortis.
I'm tired I'm tired of just touching myself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I told him he couldn't touch me anymore.
Yeah. I've been.
I know you just went to a convention, right, JT? You were at.
So I was actually I went to Transworld, which is a Halloween attraction trade show.
Nice.
I have been wanting to go there forever, and it's weird because it always fell on the weekend of my wife's birthday. It was always the third weekend in March. Yeah. Well, last year it didn't happen, and this year they pushed it back to the first weekend in May. So I told my wife, I'm like, honey, and she's like, yeah, go, you know. Nice. And so I bought a ticket, and the ticket, it's a 4-day event, and the ticket covers all 4 days, but I'm like, I'm not going to take off work. I'll just go up Saturday. Well, I wish I'd have went up Thursday because a lot of the stuff that, like, I wanted to get a T-shirt. That was my big thing. I wanted to get a T-shirt from Transworld. They were out of them in my size, you know, and I was just like, oh, come on. The one thing that I really wanted. But it was funny. Very cool. I am really big into Halloween, the holiday, as well as the movie. But the holiday, like, my wife and I put up this huge Halloween display every year, and my wife swears I do it for myself, and she's probably right. But so I like to build a lot of my own stuff. I don't just walk into Spirit Halloween and buy something. I might walk into Spirit Halloween and buy something, but then I'm gonna modify it. I'm gonna do something, you know. I might go in to pick up a skull or something, but it's gonna get put on some sort of prop, some animated thing. But anyway, I build a lot of my stuff, so I've been wanting to go to this forever, and I finally got to go this year, and man, I had an absolute blast. But it was funny. I didn't spend a dime while I was there. I didn't buy anything, but I walked through there. It was hilarious. I even thought to myself, like, I'm an hour into this. You know, I walked in the door, and an hour later, I'm still walking around talking to myself. Like, oh my God, look at that. And, I had a buddy who was supposed to go with me, and he ended up backing out at the last minute. So I went by myself, and which was fine because it gave me, I could do whatever the hell I wanted then, you know? And an hour into it, I'm still walking around like, holy shit, look at that. And, oh my God. Oh, I could build that. You know, it was just really cool being in that. So basically what this is like I said, it's a Halloween attraction trade show. It is really made for people that own like commercial grade haunted houses, like the Darkness or, you know, Silo X or, you know, big haunted houses. But you meet so many cool people there, and there's so much cool shit, and the props are just, they have discounts on props, but they're still like asininely expensive. I mean, I looked at a werewolf because I was like, oh man, I'd love to have that, and I pulled the tag on it, and it was like $8,000. I was like, oh God, no, I'm out. I'm out. Man. Yeah, see, but yeah, it was really cool, man. I had a good time.
And like down here, we're trying to do a lot with the podcast. Like, just having a podcast, you know, we have with our YouTube page, we're gonna do like investigations, paranormal investigations, and things like that. My buddy owns a mud park up here, and he's part of like the paranormal investigation part of the Horror Chronicles, but he also has a haunted trail ride that he does. So like this year he's just put JT in charge of it. So like JT, like you said, he builds most of his own stuff. So eventually what I'm getting at is we're going to be doing our own Horror Chronicles haunted attraction, haunted trail ride. We're going to be doing like a adult Halloween party. You know, Halloween, we love Halloween too, but we also love to have fun. So there's not very many places that have adult Halloween parties, man, you know, where so we're going to be doing stuff like that, and it's just another way for us to get creepy.
That's killer. Like if we come out to the I guess y'all are in Missouri, so
we're right in the middle of the state.
Yeah, we're gonna be heading toward the West Coast, man. So I'd definitely love to hit up over there, man, and process come scare people.
You guys come through Missouri. I don't care where you're at, man. Give us a call.
Yeah, hit us up.
We'll meet you somewhere.
You're going to probably have to drive straight through us anyway because we're right off 44.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I mean.
Yeah, if you're going southwest, I mean, you're going to drive right through. I live in Rolla. He lives the next town down, which is Doolittle.
Both off the highway.
Which is what they do is Doolittle. But yeah, man, you guys will have to give us a shout, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Definitely hit you up.
But, yeah, see, this is what happens. We always end up talking about something else. Yeah.
So that's the show tonight,
which is fine, you know. For us, it's. I know you guys are used to, having a pretty. You guys put on a good show. We don't, but
I appreciate it.
None of our shit's planned. We to a point, we like to have. We end up talking, and we kind of let it go where it goes. I've come to find out that with us, we tried the whole, let's try to script this out somewhat, have an idea what we're doing. And then we always just end up
sounding like a fucking robot.
Yeah, and just talking. We're not good at reading, so.
Me either. That's why
I just learned how to read last week.
Because I can't read.
Yeah. I just learned how to read.
Yeah.
I just learned how to read last week.
Yeah.
You're ahead of me.
Yeah, well,
So what's
what happens when you live in the sticks and got nothing better to do?
Exactly. You'll shoot your eye out.
You shoot. Yeah. Now I'm old. It doesn't make it that far.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Yeah, Greg, it's that kind of show.
Yeah.
So
he's going to get off of here and he's like, God, them guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get over me being on the planet, dude. My arm
it is weird. It is weird, but I don't know how to fix it, so you're on your own.
I apologize. I don't know how to take this effect off. I'm sorry. I'd show you my Halloween collection behind me, but
yeah. Well, hey, blame it on Bill.
Yeah, damn it, Bill.
He will Bill Van Vagel will gladly take it.
Yeah, he will.
For it.
Yeah,
I love that guy. He's something else. Yeah,
so anyway. Let's talk about some stuff tonight. So like we talked about, I'm going to call this episode Heads Will Roll. We are talking about some of the best or worst decapitations in horror movie history.
Yep.
Ryan's peeping at my notes. Get out of there.
I've always cheated.
Yeah, we've kind of hit on this a little bit. We talked about Hatchet a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Greg, what's one of your favorites?
I would think probably trying not to get to the best of the best, but probably how about dead? How about this one? How about Brain Dead? When the mom comes up behind the dude and like rips the face, almost has. And just,
that's a perfect throw this time.
What a killer head squeeze, man.
Oh yeah. Definitely. God, I forgot all about that one.
You see, I just I've been watching I've been catching up on the Ash vs. Evil Dead series.
I love it. Yeah.
I've been catching up on that. So yeah, I love Brain Dead though. That show is awesome. Dude.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Oh yeah.
What year did that come out? 80s or 70s? That was like
Brain Dead would have been in the 80s. It would have been
86-ish.
Yeah, I think it was like 85, 86, 87, somewhere around in there.
That's a great year.
Heck yeah, dude.
That's the great year I was made.
That's a great I knew there was something wrong with that year.
Yeah.
You've been blessed.
Wow. The wife says 92, so there you go. It's even more.
Holy cow. Wow. 92, that's crazy. They redid Brain Dead? I didn't even know that.
Brain Dead, let's see. I am showing 1990.
90 then. There you go.
Wow. They remade that, though? They said 2007? Did they remake it?
Oh, maybe.
Is that what I see?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Brain Dead. I think there was I don't think it was a remake. I think it was another movie called
gotcha. Okay.
I gotcha.
I was going to say,
nice.
Sometimes you see these freaking remakes or whatever. It's just like, Now we're all pretty much on agreement though that the Evil Dead remake was amazing.
Oh yeah, that was probably the best remake ever.
I mean, it's a perfect, man. It's a 10 for me, dude. You just don't. You can't freaking improve it, man. It's just top notch.
Yeah. And what a great lead character in that film, man. Jane Levy.
Oh yeah.
She nailed it.
Killed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
The only thing I wish they would have done in that movie, I told JT, we did a thing about it. The only thing I wish they would have changed about that movie is that they would have showed her underneath the basement a little more. Her face was so creepy. The way they did it was perfect. But if you remember in the first one, they kind of showed her in the back, like in the original, in the background, you seen her.
Yeah.
Up underneath in the background.
Well, it was really cool. Yeah. Something I learned listening to their episode about that. I didn't realize that Sam Raimi was the creature in the basement.
Yeah.
That was really cool, man.
Yeah,
it's such a cool scene too, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and that's what I'm saying. I think that would have made it so much more. It was a great film, like you said. 10. It was a 10.
The chick's got that knife, and she's like, "Cut it!"
Dude,
love that, dude.
And then they said they used the most blood ever on the scene.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like 70,000 gallons of blood or something. Is what they used.
Dude. Yeah, it was insane.
It was a stupid amount.
It was literally Slayer raining blood.
A huge Slayer fan. Huge.
I know.
It's huge. Huge.
Yeah, he's a huge Slayer fan. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's funny talking about Slayer. Did you see the picture I posted today?
Yes.
School. Me and Tom Araya
had hair
during the God Hates Us All tour.
I was trying to figure out who was who. I was like, maybe that was you on the other side of the table.
Yeah, no, I was the one wearing the leather jacket.
Yeah, I get it.
Dude, that was freaking awesome. That was actually at a vintage vinyl.
Oh
wow!
We were doing a meet and greet at a vintage vinyl right down the street from the club they were playing.
Yeah, man. That kind of put this in my head because you were talking about it earlier. You were talking about back when we had video stores and stuff like that. You know, it sucks that we just lost the last video store around here, the Family Video.
Yeah,
They just closed. What was that?
Oh, it was 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, so it sucks. You know, like it sucks to a point, but then again, because like you remember, I'm sure JT remembers going and getting pizza, then stopping at the movies, pick up a movie Friday night. You get to go home, eat pizza, watch a movie. You know, my boys will never be able to do that. Really, it's like
no. And then you remember 5 days later that you forgot to take the movie back.
Yeah, you now owe $387.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a true story too. I just heard this on I don't know which podcast I heard this on. This lady got arrested, right? Well, okay. She kept trying to get these jobs. She's probably in her mid-20s. And she kept trying to get jobs. You know, she graduated college, kept trying to get these jobs and stuff. They kept telling her she just never got jobs. So finally she was asking these people, she said, well, how come you have a felony on your
felony?
Comes out, she had a warrant out for her arrest because in her town, she had movies that she didn't return. And in this, I don't know what part of the country it was, in this freaking part of the country, it was considered not theft, but like larceny or something. Maybe I can't.
Larceny,
because she kept it, and she had like I think it was like a $1,500, $2,000 late fee or something.
Oh my god! It was probably a Blockbuster.
And this was back. This is back whenever she was when she was probably 18, 19 years old. You know, and So finally, she had to go to the court, and they get it dropped, and it got it expunged off of her thing.
Jesus, that's horrible.
So she missed out on she said 3 or 4 jobs because they kept coming up, and she's like, "Why? What is going on?" And that's what it was. Movies. She freaking.
That's insane.
Late fees.
Them steel magnolias will get you every time, dude.
Yeah.
Them damn bitches.
You were going to return it. Pearl said she was going to return it. She swore.
Yeah, I promise.
Nice.
What's going on here?
Nice.
Sorry, JT. What's one?
So one of the first ones I want to talk about was one of the scenes that hit me the hardest because I was so young when I saw this movie. And that was 1976's The Omen. When Keith Jennings, who was played by David Warner, gets his head cut off by a sheet of glass that is slid off a truck. That scene, even to watch it today, it was a very well made scene. Basically, the truck rolls down a hill and hits a curb, and he's digging in some dirt, and he looks up right as the sheet of glass slides off, and it hits his head, and it not only cuts his head off, but his head like bounces like 2 or 3 times off the sheet of glass, and then the sheet of glass goes all the way through like a plate glass window. Very powerful scene. Very powerful scene.
Heads are gonna roll.
Great movie, no matter how you look at it. But that scene always stuck with me. It disturbed me. It really did. But that was like one of the first decapitations I remember seeing on film.
Yeah. See,
hell, I was like 5 when that movie came out, so I probably saw it when I was like 8, maybe.
Gotta love it.
Oh wow!
See, sit
down here, son. Watch this movie.
Yeah.
Well, I used to sneak a lot of stuff at night. After my mom had gone to bed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how I watched Tales from the Crypt.
The movie that really got me into horror was Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
From 1979.
Great.
David Soul and Bonnie Bedelia. Mason. Oh God!
Easy, your Alzheimer's gonna kick you.
Yeah. James Mason. Just absolutely. That movie, I remember when it came out, it was a mini series on TV. And I remember my uncle watching that movie, and I just happened to walk into the living room, and he was in there watching. I was like, "Oh, I'll sit down and I'll watch this." And it's like, "Oh my God!" And that movie scared the hell out of me. And I still, to this day, watch that movie. I watch it a couple times a year, probably. I just love the atmosphere of that film. It's just very creepy.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah, see, the one I always think of, and what's crazy about this is that I vaguely remember the movie, but you're going to remember this scene, the decapitation scene, because you guys know what it is. And actually, Nathan talked about it, but I told him it was already in my thing. I think it was was it Killer Friend? Is that what it was?
Deadly Friend.
Deadly Friend. When she throws the basketball.
The basketball, yes. I actually have that on my list. I'm going to have to cross that out now.
Goonie chick. Bam!
Man. Yeah. It's funny because every time I see her, I can't remember her name, the lady who got killed, all I think about is the Goonies.
In the movie, her name was Elvira Parker. She was played by Ann Ramsey, which was an older lady. She's been in a ton of stuff.
Oh, yeah, don't throw mama from the train.
Don't throw mama from the train. Yeah, she's been in a ton of shit.
Yeah, but I love that freaking. That's like one of the best ones. It literally just shows her just exploding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Great. There's almost nothing better than a decapitation.
I know. There's not, and that wasn't even necessarily a decapitation. That was like a freaking. Disintegration.
It's so cool too because the way they showed it. Like again, we get into on here, and I'm sure you're the same way. We love practical effects.
Yeah.
Over CGI, and that practical effects on that. I mean, it literally was like.
Oh yeah.
They showed everything.
Brutal. Definitely. So brutal.
This calls for a Three Stooges quote. When they asked Curly how he wanted to die, he could either be burned at the stake or have his head cut off. And he said, "I'll take burning at the stake." And Moe's like, "What?" And he's like, "Hey, a hot steak's better than a cold chop."
Three Stooges. Gotta love them.
Gotta love the Stooges.
You gotta love Stooges, man.
So what about you? You got another one? You got another one there, Greg?
Yeah, I was looking at some of the list and everything. My wife, she does such a good job, man. She takes care of me like none other. Nice. But man, what about this one? What about which one was it, love? It was Saw. There's a few Saw ones.
Oh, Saw's got some good ones.
there's one in Saw number 3, 2006, and that's when I don't want to spoil too much. But anyways, there's a bear trap. There's like that trap on the head, and that thing does the whole and the head.
Yes.
Dude, that scene right there was so freaky, like, because it's the buildup. Like, there's that constant 10-minute just monologue and excitement, and you know it's coming, and you're like, oh shit, and they're trying to do everything they can, and then when it happens, it just still gets me. It's just like, and that's the way the Saw movies. I love big Saw fan. I love the movies. And that scene is freaking brutal.
And it's funny because I may be thinking wrong. Didn't they use that same trap in the first movie, and the key for the trap was in the dude's eye, and she had to cut the freaking key out of the dude's eyeball? Oh yeah,
yes.
That's another thing that gets me is freaking eyeball shit, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Fulci.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, anything with eyes, fingernails, teeth, anything like that, dude. I'm out. I'm checking out.
Yeah, I got you there. Yeah, that is a good one.
That was on one of mine, dude. I love it because it's like instantaneous. It's like it's nothing going on, and bam, it's done.
Yeah,
right in your face.
And it may have even been. I'm sure there was some CGI in it, but the aftermath of it is freaking awesome.
That was kind of like the old hatchet ripping the chick.
Yeah. Oh. And that's where most of mine are those kind that just rip. I was like, I dig it.
You know, you got the mongoloid just ripping somebody's head off.
Well, that brings me back. That brings me to one of my favorites. One of the great ones in the movie Mirrors.
Oh yeah.
When she's in the bathroom.
Oh,
and like the image is still in the mirror. She goes in the bath, and I love that scene because
it rips.
It literally shows her just kind of slowly her mouth opening, and like someone's got a hold of it, but you don't see nothing. And then in the mirror, you see her, and dude, oh man,
very disturbing.
Like wrong turn when they're in the shovel and the head just slides off the shovel.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that is brutal. Dude. I love it.
I forgot about that one. Oh my god, that is fucking amazing. Yeah. So I'm gonna bring one up here. This is not really. It's a decapitation, but it's not in the way you would think it would be. And this is
different head.
No, we're going to get into those later. We're going to talk about The Thing from 1982. That scene where Vance Norris is on the table, and they just shoved the electrodes through his chest.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden, his body starts changing, and his head comes off the table and slowly rips itself off. And when it falls to the floor, it grows legs and becomes a spider.
Yeah.
That scene is brutal.
Love it. That whole movie's awesome.
Carpenter did such a good job with that film.
Another great remake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Camera work was excellent. I love how they did such different angles and just the way that he shot it, lit it, made everything perfect.
Yeah, everything, the isolation of that film was just enough to drive you crazy.
We constantly talk
all
about
the stuff that they put in there.
We constantly talk about Carpenter as like he's just a king of atmosphere.
Yeah,
when he makes a movie, man, it draws you in and like you feel it. You don't even need it. It's just like we just had this conversation with Dave.
We have it all the time.
But like
we're really big into directors and makeup effects artists and stuff like that.
Like Halloween, he didn't need much for that movie.
No.
That movie's built off of atmosphere. It's so good that
Halloween, he didn't have much for that movie. We could do an entire episode about little things about Halloween that people don't know. And we could probably fill up 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
There's so much with that film.
Very, very easily, especially for drunk.
But, if I'm drunk.
If you're drunk, you ain't saying shit.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just sit here in the corner and slobber. I'll just sit here in the corner and drool.
Slobber on myself.
But The Thing was such a powerful movie. There's so many scenes in that film. Even the scene where he's got the freaking hot wire and he's testing all the different.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna happen. You know it.
Yeah.
You know it's coming. And I still freaking jump every time the fucking blood jumps out of it. You know.
Yeah. I always forget who it is. Like, I don't know why. I've seen it a million times. And no matter how many times I'll go back and watch it, I'm sitting there and which one was it? I can't remember in my head.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't. No. And I always in my mind, I'm thinking the wrong one. And then when it happens, I'm like,
yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
So, like, I got it. This one's kind of like a decapitation, but then again, it's kind of not. But you're talking about how with the shovel in the wrong turn, how the head slides off of it. One of my favorite scenes in a horror movie is in 13 Ghosts. When the
dude
the door
splits in half,
splits him in half, he slides down in the backside.
That was a fantastic scene. Well, while we're talking about shovels, I just want to mention this one real quick. Reanimator.
Oh yeah,
Reanimator. When he cuts off Dr. Carl Hill's head with a shovel, picks up a shovel, cuts his freaking head off. That is freaking phenomenal. And then you can't talk about that without talking about the head scene. You got the absolutely gorgeous Barbara Cranston, buck naked, on a gurney, and this Dr. Carl has been reanimated, and he's taken his head, and he's like, he's licking on her face, and the body is holding the head, and then he sucks on her nipple for a little bit.
Keep talking.
And then he goes.
Keep talking.
Then he goes back, and he's like taking the head, and he's got it between her legs, and right before he gets to the glory hole, Herbert West walks in and fucks it all up.
And that old Jeffrey Combs, man.
Jeffrey Combs is a phenomenal actor. It sucks that he got pigeonholed into so many like cheesy B-grade films, you know?
Yeah, but we love B-grade films.
We do. We absolutely do. But it just sucks that somebody of his caliber wouldn't have been like an A-list star. You know,
he should be.
You say Jeffrey Combs in the wrong setting, and not a single person has ever fucking heard of him.
Yeah,
you know?
Who's that?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But to us,
you know,
man,
if I said
freaking gold.
Yeah, if I said Jeffrey Combs to my wife, she'd be like, "Who?" You know. I'll tell you, it's so funny. I remember the day Ronnie James Dio died. I got an alert on my cell phone, and I picked up my phone, and I was like, "Oh my God." My wife's like, "What? Is something wrong?" I'm like, "Fucking Ronnie James Dio just died." And she turned around and looked at me and went, "Who?" And I was like,
"Blasphemy."
Oh my God, honey. Are you freaking
Get
kidding
in the corner
me?
and put Dut's hat on now.
I was like, holy shit.
Let me get the divorce papers out.
Yeah. It wasn't quite that bad, but you know, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah. So hit us with something. Hit us with some wisdom there, Greg.
How about Night of the Creeps, man? I love Night of the Creeps.
Oh yeah.
And there's a
Tom
scene.
Atkins.
Yes, there's a scene where they're the slugs. There's basically slugs in the brain, you know. And there's a scene where he splits, like the head splits and these slugs come out, dude. I know it's cheesy. I know it's like nothing spectacular, but I love that scene.
That is a very cool scene.
It is. I love that, dude. I love it. Absolutely. I've always loved that movie, man. I love Jason Lively.
Man, I have not watched that in forever, dude. And I love Tom Atkins. He did so much cool shit back in the 80s. Of course, you know, he did the Halloween 3, you know, Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
He was in Creepshow, you know, this Night of the Creeps.
Fog.
I mean, The Fog. I mean, so much killer shit, man. This guy was on top of the horror world back then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But go watch Night of the Creeps, man. I'll praise that movie forever, dude. It's so
it's a great one, man.
Yeah,
that's a really good one. Actually,
absolutely.
I just watched that. Probably. Bill, damn Van Bagel's got me on this damn
Van Bagel.
This damn Van Bagel
Tubi TV.
Yeah, Van Bagel TV. So like I go through.
It's so funny when you guys are like Mr. Tubi himself.
Yeah,
Bill Van Bagel.
So he's got me on that. So like I'll go through and I seen that I don't know how long ago it was, but it wasn't more than a month ago. I seen that. I watched it.
Yeah.
A lot of those,
man.
Yeah.
Them are some of those great those great movies that kind of get pushed aside or forgotten by most people, and then you come across them and they're like, oh, that's a good gem. That's
definitely. I may have to watch that tonight, dude.
Yeah, it's that whole gateway, because you put that in there like Monster Squad, and you put that in kind of that whole genre. Yeah, and it's so fun, but yet you can get the kids up and you can let them watch, or you can just sit with the wife and just chill and laugh, man. That's
definitely.
That's like another one of my favorites too. The Blob, the remake.
Oh yeah, from 1990. Who's that? Dylan, Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon.
Yeah.
You know, I love that film. Cheesy as hell, you know, but it's just. I remember, it's funny because I remember watching it. I don't know, I must have been 5, 6 years old. And that scene where the dude's making out with the old girl in the car, you know, and he comes through, he doesn't know it, and he goes to stick his hand down there, and you're like, am I going to be able to see it? And
I
know. Yeah, definitely.
It looks gorgeous, man. Scream Factory just released that. Justin B, my buddy Justin, helped do the bonus features, man. It is freaking phenomenal, dude.
Oh, sweet.
Never looked better.
Awesome.
Yeah, Scream Factory's doing some cool shit, man.
Hell yeah.
You know, and a lot of these movies that they're releasing is stuff that's been out of print for a long time, man. Long time. You know, that's like us. I mean, we keep looking at Near Dark.
Near Dark, yes.
Near Dark is extremely hard to find. Extremely hard to find.
Well, you can find it, but you're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we were seeing copies on DVD for like $80.
Yeah, I lucked up, man. I bought it on Blu-ray years ago when it came out, and then it went out of print. So I've got it on Blu-ray. I lucked up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, we that's another great one that's forgotten a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's something we need to do is a freaking episode on like movie gems, some that are forgotten, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
There you go.
That way you can bring them back to light for people, you know?
Yeah.
While we're talking about vampires, From Dusk Till Dawn, when frickin' Tom Savini gets his head blown off.
Oh, Tom.
Yep.
I love that. I want that belt.
Yeah. His belt was freaking kick ass, dude. Kick ass.
Man, Tom Savini is the man, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Man.
I love Tom.
All right, here's a super.
Mention more tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's a super popular one. Friday the 13th from 1980.
Yes.
Pamela Voorhees, played by Betsy Palmer, loses her head at the end of the movie. That
Harry
one,
Knuckles and all.
Yeah. That one was very shocking. Yeah. And I think one of the most shocking parts of that was the fact that she reaches up to grab her own head that is missing.
Yeah.
And that, I think, really screwed a lot of people up. Hey, your head disappeared.
Where'd it go?
Yeah. Very cool scene. You know, I don't know how much there is you can say about that. I mean, it's the way they did that, Savini and his practical effects on that, with the little, you know, because I've seen some head lopping scenes where it's like blood gushing, boosh, boosh, you know, and this was just like little spurts of blood, and then her hands come up, and she's like, you know, and lady, you've lost your head.
You've lost your mind.
Yeah, and I think it was the slow motion too, the way they kind of slowed it down at work too. So you had the Harry Manfredini music. It was awesome. It was the perfect setup.
Yeah, definitely that. I'm not doing it justice, but you know.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I'm disappearing again.
That's all right.
Boom! Look at that.
Boom! There you are.
Special powers.
Yeah.
Look at that. We're doing CGI on Horror Chronicles. Oh yeah!
As much as we hate it.
Land of the Creeps.
Land of the Creeps.
Yeah, shout out Land of Creeps. Land of the Creeps. But you know, have you seen Green Inferno?
Yes.
You know,
Eli Roth. Yeah.
Yeah. We talk about gore and like the real dude. That movie there. Is it?
That's right up there with Cannibal Holocaust. Yeah.
That was a love letter. That was the love letter to that. That was Eli, just give him the shout out, man. It was great. I mean, Cannibal Holocaust there again was the most graphic as far as the two. Green Inferno, man, they really pushed the envelope, man. Really good.
Yeah.
That's scary. We talked about that too a lot on here about how like it's the humans that are more monstrous usually.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Just about everything you watch. I mean, it's my wife, she's not big into horror like I am. She'll watch it with me to an extent, but the movies that really get to her are the ones where it's the human aspect. She's not afraid of Jason, she's not afraid of Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger. She's afraid of Jigsaw. I mean, she's afraid of the people from The Strangers. The
Strangers,
that movie creeped me out, dude. That movie creeped me out. I was a city boy. I grew up in the city of St. Louis. I was going to say, that movie for me, I ended up, I was wanting to get out of the city, and my wife was from where we live now. And she had moved to the city and was working, and that's where we met. And we ended up building a house and moving back down here. So I'm about an hour and a half away from St. Louis. And I remember I started my job on February 1st. We were locked into a lease until the end of March. So my wife stayed in St. Louis, and I came down here at the end of January to start working at the dealership. And so here I was in this house all by myself in the middle of the frickin' woods. Pussy, And so I decided to go to Blockbuster. This was back when Blockbuster was still open. I decided to go to Blockbuster and rent The Strangers. I tell you what, I was freaking creeped out. I was just
you got all lights on.
Yeah, well, it was just weird, I was like, I don't know. I don't get too skeeved out on films. Yeah. I don't get too skeeved out on films most of the time, but that one was kind of like I was unnerved.
Yeah, see, that's the difference between me with me. Like
you got enough guns in your house. Here I was in a fucking brand new house in the middle of the fucking woods with not a gun in sight.
I can't. For me, that movie, I understand like the creepiness of it, but I'm just like, bro, you got a shotgun, man. What you doing? Like, walk out the door, put a hole in them. I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, I know some people never been around guns, so they don't know anything about it. It's like literally people don't know that. So I understand, and that's how they did it in those. One that was really good to me that just came out was I don't know if you call it a remake of Wrong Turn. Imagining the new Wrong Turn. I love that. Those guys were brutal. Like,
that was really good, man.
I love that.
Have you watched that yet, Greg?
I have. Really good, man.
Yeah, it was a decent.
And I'm a huge fan of the franchise. This don't have nothing to do with it, but I love that movie, man. It's really good.
No, I thought it was really good too. You have to watch
that thing till the bitter end.
Yes. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I really did like it. I thought at first I don't know. I thought at first it was gonna be one of those politically correct movies. I'm like, come on. But then it got brutal. And my wife she loves horror movies, so I got lucky. My wife loves the stuff. So,
mine too.
Yes, we are blessed.
She watches more than I do.
God damn, I suck.
Yeah, we know that. But many ways. Yeah, well, but no, my wife, we were gonna watch it, and she missed that part. She missed the part at the beginning when the first head crush comes in, like when that.
Oh yeah.
And it crushed his head. I was like, she was in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, she heard me say that. She's like, damn it, I missed it. She's like, you gotta rewind it. So I rewinded it just so she could see that. She's like, oh my god. I'm like, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's a killer scene.
As soon as I seen that, I was like, this is gonna be great.
It is so funny. With the advent of DVD and Blu-ray, I catch myself in those scenes. I'll like pause and I'll like
look
slow-mo.
Yeah.
Dude, look at how they freaking did that.
Yeah.
My wife's not abused at all.
I'm
watching this head tumble like several times, and I'm like, oh my God, how the hell did they do that?
Dude.
It looks freaking real.
That one there was awesome. That one there was sweet though, because the way they did that, it was just
perfect. Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, this is going to be a good one.
Definitely.
And it was.
It didn't disappoint. It was great.
No, that's awesome.
It was great. Okay, back to some gore. Well, we've been talking about.
Yeah, we've been talking about all kinds of gore. So
fucking love gore.
Greg, you're up, buddy.
One of my all-time favorite, man, is from my favorite Romero movie, and that is Day of the Dead. And that's the whole rip scene. Oh, my God, the setup of Private Torres and the zombies that come in, they literally just grab his head and body, and they just start ripping it. And dude, that scene, that's Nicotero at his best, dude. That whole KGB.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Man, I love Day of the Dead.
Dude, the way the skin would stretch and oh yeah, they did a killer job
right
with that.
Now. I've got the still picture right now of his head. All you got is a few of the veins right here.
Yeah,
so freaking good.
Oh man. Yeah, definitely.
I'm a zombie fan, so like I love zombie movies.
Yeah, and that's a great film, dude, all the way around. But that scene is freaking brutal.
I love that movie. Love that movie.
I do too, man.
That and the remake of Night of the Living Dead. Man.
Yeah.
Oh, 1990?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
See,
I'm going to throw this out there. I like the remake of Night of the Living Dead better than I do the original.
Yes, so do I.
I like what they did with it. And I'm a big fan of the original, but I love that 1990 version. It was so
so good. That 1990 version, man. Because I was I was 6 years old, something like that, when that came out, 7, something like that. Anyways,
he's showing his age now.
I graduated that year.
I got.
Greg and I are about the same age.
I'm young, but I got an old soul. It's all right.
There you go.
But that one really brings me back to my childhood and that movie, because I'm a huge. I've always been a zombie fan, man. I love the atmosphere of zombies. When I was younger, that's what would scare me, And that one just shoots me back to being a kid so much. The atmosphere and that, the whole thing. I loved that one and Phantasm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God.
Boy. I just watched part 2 last night.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Have you seen the whole series?
Oh yeah. I bought. It's awesome. I found for years I was trying to find them individually, but what was cool about Walmart is they finally put all that stuff together. Yeah. So I found the whole freaking entire complete set for like $15.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Wow.
It was weird because I had the first movie and then they released the trilogy and I ended up buying it. And then whenever Ravager came out, I bought it too.
Yeah, I got a Ravager too. So I got a copy of Ravager. I got a copy of part 1 and I got a copy of part 2. And then I went and bought the whole thing. So I got multiple.
Nice.
Is that the Arrow video release?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think that box set is.
I think it is. Yeah. And that's what's cool about freaking Walmart, man. You get to freaking find some cool shit there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cool thing though. This isn't a decapitation, but when the freaking ball with the spikes starts drilling into the dude's head, man.
The blood.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes, I love that scene.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to throw out here. You couldn't have a list like this without talking about this movie. And this is Sleepy Hollow from 1999. Sleepy Hollow, one of the first decapitations in the film, and there are numerous in this movie, was Magistrate Phillips running from the horsemen in the field with the freaking creepy ass scarecrows and shit. I actually built one of those scarecrows. It's in with my Halloween props. We put it out in the yard every year.
Nice.
I'm a huge fan of the Sleepy Hollow legend, the legend of Sleepy Hollow. I love that story. I've read the book. I've watched the movies. I even love the Disney version of that. I'm totally engrossed in that story. But when the horseman, the Hessian, lops off his head with that axe, it is so cool the way they did that that his head actually spun on his shoulders before it plopped off and then rolled down the hill and landed right in between Johnny Depp's legs.
Yes.
Great scene. Absolutely great scene.
I totally forgot about it. I'm like you now. Give me the cartoon, give me the whatever.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of it. That was my first book. I was in kindergarten, I think it was. And remember, you don't remember, Ryan, but I'm sure you do, JT. Yeah. When you was in school, they used to give you these little papers where you could order books from Scholastic.
Oh, yeah.
The first book I ordered, man, was none other than Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Nice.
Man. I got that little paperback book, and dude, I was just like freaking in heaven.
Yeah, we still had the Scholastic, but we had the book fair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll see those memes where it says it had a picture of this guy with all dressed up and decked out. It's like me walking into Scholastic Book Fair with $20 about to buy a Porsche poster and 3 Goosebumps books.
Yeah. It's funny. My wife always knows when I'm getting ready to start decorating for Halloween. She'll walk in the living room and I'll be watching the Disney version of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Because I don't know what it is about that. I mean, it always puts me in the mood.
It does.
That whole scene about, with a hip hop and a hippity clop, he's out looking for a head to chop.
That's why he's that's why he's a bassist.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
Fucking singing maestro. But hell yeah, Sleepy Hollow 1999. Here's a funny fact that not many people know about that movie. When I went to see that movie in the theater, I was tripping acid. And I tell you what, that movie was fucked up when you're tripping.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Oh my God.
I don't do that anymore, but back then,
yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
I
grew out of.
Yeah. Well, I'm too old to do that now. If I trip some acid now, I'd probably
heart attack.
Yeah.
I have to clean out my underwear or something.
Because I would definitely be fucking with you.
Yeah, you'd definitely be fucking with me.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
All right, hit me up with something.
You took one of mine.
Oh, did I?
No, Greg did.
Oh, dude.
But that was that was that Saw one, man. I love
well,
that one.
there was another really cool one in the Saw series, and that was where they had the freaking collar with the cable, and it would drag them into the freaking blade.
Oh yeah,
that was freaking cool. That was cool.
Or the Donnie Wahlberg with the.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, how about 1981? How about Fulci? How about going to Fulci the Beyond?
Fulci, oh my God, I love Fulci.
There's a scene in Beyond, man, and it's if you go on, if you do a Google search, you look up head explosions, look up the Beyond. Watch the movie first of all.
It's great film. Great film.
And there's a scene with a head explosion, like the head is just splattering.
Yeah,
dude, it's insane, man.
That's
so good.
Call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
See,
yeah.
I
don't know. Have you ever seen The Beyond?
I have not seen that.
It's old school Fulci. Fulci did a lot of cool shit. Well, Fulci is responsible for Zombie.
Yes.
But The Beyond is a very bizarre movie, but it's very easy to get into.
So I need to watch it on acid?
No. I'm not telling anybody they should trip acid. I did it and had a blast, but I'm not telling you to do that.
I will tell you, the musical score of The Beyond is beyond amazing. Like, score is
absolutely.
Great.
It's funny. I actually just watched The Beyond again just a few weeks ago.
Nice.
Just a great film.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way around.
Actually, I might.
Fulci was a phenomenal director.
I might watch that tonight. I need something to watch. Me and the wife. So we can watch that tonight.
Now there's another one called Beyond the Door, but what we're talking about is the Beyond.
Yeah, the Beyond. Yeah, I'll check that. I'm gonna check it out tonight for sure.
Nice.
You talk about musical scores. We just did an episode of Strange Frequencies with Bill, his new one.
Yeah.
With Maximum Overdrive.
Nice.
Which
that was filmed here.
Yeah. See, and that movie we talk like I said, we did a whole thing on that. I love that film. I don't care what anybody says.
Absolutely.
That's one of the funnest films for me to watch. I just love the music, all that, you know. But music itself in these movies is it's crazy because if you think about it, if you watch something, the scariest movie you think of, but there's no sound.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny.
It's you're like, whoa.
You know, and that's really funny because the episode you guys just did about the bugs, Dave was talking about that in that movie, Them. Right. Whenever, you know, if it weren't for the score of that film and the sound effects that they use for the big ants, they wouldn't be that scary. But it's that sound that they make that really freaks you out. You know?
Same way with Halloween. You know, John Carpenter's Halloween was that way. When they first screened it without the music, nobody got it.
Nobody cared for it. Yeah.
No, they didn't care. Put that music in, all of a sudden it's one of the scariest movies of all time.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, he's the freaking man.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
He's the man atmosphere, dude. And knowing that he did the scores himself and all that. What else can you say about that?
Yeah, what can you say about that?
You know,
amazing.
So I got a question for you. I know we're talking about decapitations and stuff, but so what?
Have you ever had your head cut off?
Yeah. When's the last time you've been decapitated?
About a week ago.
So what got you into the whole horror genre? Or is that your favorite genre?
Yeah, Halloween was what did it. 1981, the first time they ever aired it on TV
on
cable
public
TV.
Broadcast. Yeah.
Yes, and it was coming home from Halloween. Trick or treat, man. Watching on my little 13-inch black and white TV, man. Yeah. It was right there. I was sold. I was like, this is it. And then I was able to grow up in a family that my mom and I would watch Saturday Night Nightmares. We'd watch, you know, like Alfred Hitchcock Hour.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then I got into Universal. So I got into a lot of the stuff. But Mom would always make me, like, put my hand over my eyes when there was nudity or something. Like, put your hand over your eyes. So you do.
I can't see a thing, Mom.
But like she never put any kind of restriction. Like if I wanted to watch a rated R movie, she would let me watch a rated R movie. Most times she'd try to watch with me, but she hated bloody movies. So 9 out of 10 times she left while I was watching a bloody movie. But I was blessed to be in that tight family. But it was Halloween, dude. It was definitely.
Yeah, see, my soon-to-be 8-year-old, he's 7, but my oldest son, Jax, he loves Michael Myers.
Nice.
Loves it. Like, I got a video. It's funny. I sent the video to JT. This is probably 2 to 3 years ago. I sent JT this video. It's my son, and he's all sitting on the couch. He's all pouting and crying, and I just filmed it. I'm like, I said, come here. And he comes over. I'm like, what's your problem? He's like, I want to watch Michael Myers because I wouldn't let him. The only one I've let him watch so far is H2O. That's because it didn't have anything in it really. But he's at the age now where I can probably let him watch other stuff. He's just really bad with girls. He loves girls, right? Like real bad right now. So it's like every time he can't watch a commercial without him being like, "Hey, Dad."
Nice.
And we'll be walking somewhere like in the store, we'll be shopping or something, and with my wife and everything, you know. And he'll be like, Dad, he'll hit my shoulder. My wife can hear him. And he'll hit me. He'd be like, look at that. And I'm like, hey, son, you don't do that. And I turn on my, hey, you got to be a little bit more quiet when you're telling me this. Just barely hit me. Keep it on the DL, boy. Yeah. But no, he loves Michael Myers, and it was just funny because he was throwing a fit about not being able to watch it, and
oh man,
it was fun.
It was good.
So you know, like for me, one of my first ones was Demon's Night, Night of the Demons. My bad, Night of the Demons.
Yeah.
And with Angela.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
That dance that Angela does in the middle of that.
Stigmata. The music in that when she's dancing to Stigmata, dude, crazy.
Brutal.
Great film.
Yeah.
That's a great, and that one still holds up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Still holds up today. You can watch that now and be perfectly fine. But yeah, I like to talk to people to see kind of what got them into it, you know, and you know, it's funny
especially
because
the dude and the chick in the coffin.
No. Yes.
Oh, yeah, well, never mind.
That's 80s. That's 80s for you. TNA all day.
Yeah.
TNA all day. Which, some of my favorite movies. So I want to watch something, and my son's always like, I want to watch it. I'm like, man, if you watch this, I'm gonna have to
explain a lot of shit.
Explain a lot to you.
Yeah, right.
I have to explain.
He's a smart kid though, so he knows what's going on. Now he's getting to the age, like I said, he'll be 8 in July, so I'll be able to let him watch a lot more stuff. He loves the creepy, scary stuff. Even my youngest, they like watching. I got him watching Goosebumps and things like that now. So
I love it.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I love Are You Afraid of the Dark, man. I love that movie. Yeah. Or the show, I should say.
Yeah.
Yes.
The movie was really good too with old Katie Holmes and
right.
Yeah. I don't remember the other guy's name. Jesus. I don't care about the other guy. It had Katie Holmes.
One of my first books that I had, though, talking about that is the Scary Stories Told in the Dark. That was
I never got into that, man. I never really bought any of that, so I didn't know anything. I saw the movie when it came out last year or year before, and of course, Pearl knew all about it.
The stories are so cool. They're just so, and for a kid, they're short, so you can focus on them. You read them, but the artism and the art is just killer.
I have got a really cool version of that book that it's meant for you to actually read to kids, because it's got like instructions on there about, when you get to this part, jump out at the kids and stuff to scare them, And so I got that book. My big plan was we do this huge Halloween extravaganza every year. And I was going to build, I always build a big bonfire out in front of the shop here. And, I wanted to be able to sit at that bonfire and read kids' ghost stories and stuff. And it just never has happened because there's so much going on that night. I don't have time to sit down, but.
Yeah, and then around here, it's always cold on Halloween.
Yeah.
It's always rains here for some reason.
Yeah, it rained here last.
Same here.
2 years ago.
It almost always.
Last year it was pretty nice, but the whole COVID thing really screwed us up.
Yeah,
it did. It screwed everybody over.
Well, like I said, I can't wait because then for this crap to be done, we start going to conventions again, and
definitely.
We start meeting people and freaking talking to people in person, and having some drinks, having some good times. Talk about horror.
I'm fortunate, man. My birthday's coming up in the month. My wife's already got me tickets to go to Carolina Fear Fest. So we're going to be going 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks from now it'll be my first convention. And since last year, I think we went the year before. Carolina Fear Fest. So I'm looking forward, man. I get to go back out. Bill Gibson from the Christine Cross will be there. Bill's a great dude. This is going to be a great time, man. Good
yeah.
Have you ever been to the Halloween Horror Nights down in Disney or any of that?
Yes. I did actually. Pearl and I did the one in California, and then last year we did one in Orlando. And, oh, my God.
You were there? I was there.
Was you there in Orlando?
Yes.
Halloween night.
Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah.
Was you there on Halloween night?
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
You were there about the middle of the month.
We were there,
on Halloween night, right? Yeah.
We didn't go Halloween night. We were there probably a couple weeks before that.
Halloween, yeah.
Okay.
Before that. But yeah, man, first time I ever been. That was killer. That was killer.
I'm telling you, man, the one, if you ever get a chance to go to California, go to the one in California. Puts Orlando to shame, dude.
Does it? I'm going to have to check it out.
It's lights out there.
We're flying to California this year.
California.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to
go to it because we went on Halloween night. They shut down. Well, they didn't shut it down. We was able to do the whole tram tour where they got Bates Motel and you do all that in the whole city.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they literally had clowns everywhere. You can see they were setting it up, but when the lights went out, it got dark.
Yeah.
That whole thing of Hollywood, what's it called? No, the actual where all the house you know what I'm talking about, the whole place.
The amusement park?
The amusement park, where all the buildings
Universal Studios. Universal.
Yeah, it's like where they make movies and they film it right there.
Oh, the backlot. Backlot.
The backlot. Thank you.
Yeah.
God dang. There goes my head.
I got you.
They had took the backlot and had it set up as the whole attraction. So you walk through the backlot, you got anything from The Purge going on. You got, everything that you could think of. I mean, you got freaking killer clowns chasing you with chainsaws. It was freaking insane.
Did they see the one in Orlando? They had, of course, you had to have your tickets for the night, and then what they did was they had everybody go to this certain area, and then they had every one of the actors were all at the front gate. Every one of them were at the front gate, and then you heard this, and then all of a sudden, boom, and all the actors run into the crowd and start chasing people and start doing all. It was freaking killer, man.
Hell yeah.
See, that's what I loved, but what I didn't like was Orlando, you had one little pocket of it. California, there was no rest. Like everywhere you turned, they were still chasing you. I don't know how many people they had.
Dang.
Orlando, there was times we were walking around Orlando, man, at Disney World, and there was nobody there. And we said, this is kind of chill at night.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that in California, bro.
They chased your ass.
Every time you turned a corner, somebody was in your face, dude.
That's
it was insane, dude.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's it. We got to go to California.
You got to do it, bro.
We go to California, though. I'm going to have to bleach my hair and get a bikini wax.
Yes.
Hey, Pearl said we all go together. There you go.
All right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. See, and that's what I'm saying. This is what's cool about, like getting able to meet you guys and everybody. It's like, dude, there's so many cool people out there that you would never known, in your life. And then now you guys get together. You can go fucking have a good fucking time, eat good food, drink good drinks, and just have a good ass time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah!
And that's what's cool about the podcast world. Really cool about the genre we are in. Everyone there's no competition.
No. We're all. It's weird. It's like we're all buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Yeah. We have these killer conversations like we're having tonight.
Killer conversation. See, that's another good freaking name for a podcast.
Killer conversations.
Yeah.
Keep coming.
Oh yeah. All right, let's get back into lopping some heads.
No.
I'm gonna bring this up because you guys just talked about it. Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2.
Yes.
When
what was it he said? Eat this or something.
Yeah. When Ash knocks Linda's head off with a
shovel.
Yeah.
What's up with the shovel theme?
Hey, man.
I mean, there's friggin' shovels everywhere.
They're cheap.
Yeah, and they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. And it's funny. You can walk into Walmart and buy plastic bags, a shovel, and some rope, and nobody's really going to say anything.
Not at all.
Not till you buy the bleach.
But yeah. Evil Dead, they had some really cool scenes in there, lopping her head off with the shovel. He actually cuts Linda's head off in the first movie. But when she comes back, when she's resurrected as a deadite, it's funny, she flies through the air towards him, and what does he do? He reaches over and he grabs a little stubby shovel and he lops her head off as she's coming at him. Just a really cool scene,
Awesome. You gotta love Bruce Campbell.
Absolutely.
I do, man. I love Bruce Campbell. He's got one of the strongest fan bases there is.
He's also got the strongest chin.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hail to the king.
He what's that movie or that TV show, Burn Notice?
Yeah.
He was in Burn Notice, and that's one of the main reasons I like that show, just because Bruce Campbell's in it,
I don't know, that checker that was on there was pretty
anything he's in, he's killer. You gotta love his one line.
Yeah. It's just his wit, his sense of humor,
For the longest time I didn't have TV. I haven't watched TV in like 2 years. Like I haven't seen any, like I can watch whatever I want to with what I have in my house, but I just haven't watched TV itself in forever, so I haven't got a chance to catch up on the stuff. And now I'm getting a chance to catch up on all the shows I missed, like Evil Dead or Ash vs. Evil, and like, what's the other one? Stan vs. Evil.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
I watched a couple. It's fucking good. You'll like it. You'll like it. You'll like it.
That's Canadian, right? Isn't that like the Canadian?
Yeah, it's got the. Oh, what's his name? He played in Scrubs. He was the main. He was the main doctor in Scrubs.
Okay, I got you.
He's awesome. I love that guy. He's a great actor. But he's the main guy in it. It's so good. It's
nice.
Good. But no, Ash vs. Evil Dead is freaking dude. It's so good. His one-liners in there it's perfect. He hasn't lost his touch yet.
No,
you know. So it's nice whenever you got somebody that you can actually that you like. But sometimes they tell you don't meet your freaking heroes. You never know. You never know. So it's kind of like you don't want to ruin it for yourself. But then again, like I used to do MMA, and stuff like that. I've done martial arts for a while, and
is that what that's called? Stand versus Evil?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's not popping up.
But Stand versus Evil. But anyways, you meet some of these people sometimes. You're like, man, I wish I wouldn't have met that guy. It's like,
not as nice as you.
That's what Greg's going to be thinking later on tonight.
Yeah. Why the fuck did I talk to these fucking people?
What the hell was I thinking?
Yeah.
You guys are awesome, dude.
Pearl's over there rolling her eyes.
She's like, can you hurry? To fuck
She's been laughing and now she's eating ice cream. So there you go.
Oh, nice. Ice cream sounds so good right now.
Oh, yeah.
Here, I got a cone you can lick on.
It's one of those mini cones they give the kindergartners.
It's one of those that you buy at Lion's Choice for $0.25. Oh my God! I'm sorry.
And this is why we get no sponsorship.
This is why this is why we drink.
Actually, we did get Manscaped.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Manscaped approached us. That was fun for a while.
Yeah. Apparently, you can't show what you've done with their equipment.
About shaving our stuff. Yeah, it was pretty cool. They were fun. Right. They were fun to work with too.
No, they're good people. But, they're good people. I'm just thinking of some of the commercials we're doing for them. It's funny.
We did some of them.
we did some fucked up shit. Hey, dude, look at this.
So fresh and so clean.
Real quick, let's talk about The Haunting.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Nice.
The Haunting, and I'm talking about the remake from 1999.
Right.
Another movie that I was probably on acid when I watched. But anyway,
going theme here.
What we're talking about, the scene in general that I'm talking about here is Luke Sanderson, who was played by Owen Wilson, actually loses his head inside the massive fireplace.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Remember they had the what do they call that? The flue mechanism or whatever.
Right.
That was a big, huge lion's head. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it hits him and just lops his head right off, and it goes bouncing.
I literally forgot about that.
Oh, dude. Yeah. That scene was like, whenever I was like, I was in the theater and I was like, holy fuck!
Tripping on acid.
And the six-year-old kid behind me was like, what did he say, mommy?
Life boy for you.
Yeah, and all Owen Wilson said was, wow.
He
was
saying wow right before that took his head away.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, just a really cool, unsuspected scene. Because you're like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. It's a big ass fireplace. Holy shit, he just got his head off. What the fuck? Oh yeah, this is good.
That's like another good one from Final Destination.
Oh yeah.
With the car, when the car gets it. Who is that? Sean Williams? Is that Sean Williams?
Sean Williams
Scott. Yeah,
and it's a train.
Yeah.
Well, standing next to the train.
After that, the train hit that freaking sweet Nova.
Hit that piece of metal in it.
From that car. It's like,
yeah. You know what's funny is I wrote down several from that series. There was, in just about every movie, somebody lost their head.
Oh, you did write that down. I didn't see that.
There was the workout scene where the guy was bench pressing and the two swords.
Oh yeah,
there was also the elevator scene where the girl's trying to get out of the elevator.
Yeah,
the elevator starts moving and it lops her head off. And then, there was one where a guy falls against a wall and there was like I don't know if it was Buddha, but it was some sort of statue was on a shelf.
Yeah,
and it falls down and it crushes us. Oh, dude, that was just
that was inside the massage parlor.
Yes, that's right, because he was wrapped in a towel.
Yeah.
And then there was another one. I don't remember the girl's name, but something comes flying over an overpass, hits her right in the head, and her freaking head explodes.
Oh, you're talking? That was the NASCAR one. That was at the race car.
Yeah, the race car track.
That's right. That's what it was. Yeah, I didn't write that one down, but I was like, oh, I remember that one part too.
Those are good movies.
But, those movies have made me not ever want to drive behind a truck carrying logs for my life.
We went to there's a place outside of Regalwood, North Carolina, and there's a big paper mill in Regalwood, so there is constantly log trucks going through there to feed the paper mill. And man, Pearl and I was going to see the house where they filmed The Conjuring, which is here in North Carolina. And man, we're going, and while we're driving down that road, we passed how many? Man, it was probably 50 of those log trucks. And every time you see them come, you go.
I've seen this one. I've seen this shit. I
saw this movie. Yeah. I know what's about to happen.
It's going to happen, and you just.
those are great. Those are good movies, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they are.
One of my favorite scenes on that, and I can't remember which one it is, where the kid gets crushed by the plate glass window.
Oh yeah.
The
dentist office.
Dude, I mean, it's just straight.
Yes.
One of my favorite scenes.
That's great
scenes on those films.
Dude, that one was killer. That was awesome. I mean, it turned that glass into blood.
And it was weird because, Final Destination was a series that came out in the 90s, which it was weird for me. And I'm sure, Greg, you're the same way. Horror made a huge change in the 90s. It got different. I'm not saying it wasn't good. Mm-hmm. It was just different, you you had all these movies like Urban Legend.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
All these Final Destination films. The Scream.
Scream is amazing.
I mean, Scream's one of those movies that just plays homage to every horror trope out there.
Yeah.
But the 90s were different, and these Final Destination movies were right in there with all of those, but they really made you think about your mortality.
Well, I remember when the first one came out, there was a special feature where you could put your name or your birthday to tell you how you're going to die or what day you're going to die or how you're going to die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a few of them. There's a couple of them. I know there's one. I can't remember. I think it's the third one where you can change the outcome throughout the whole movie. That's really
you get the pick.
I did that. You remember that? Yeah, Countdown. You can do that movie Countdown too.
Yeah.
That's
now, I call the 90s. I call that the 90210 era. It's like everybody had to be pretty, and everybody, you know what I mean? Like it was like the year of the colleges and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so, not that it's necessarily bad. It's just that's what it was for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and it was weird because like the 80s, it was all like we were in high school, and now the 90s is the college year. Yeah. I get that, man.
Well, what's funny is that you guys talking about it. I was just being produced. I was probably in the back seat. Of a Torino at that point in time, literally being made.
Stain running down the mountain.
I was being made in the backseat of a freaking Torino at that point in time.
Gran Torino, that's a good one too.
But anyways, it's funny that everyone who's pretty much a horror head, I mean, almost everyone will tell you that the 80s was the great year for horror. Was the year for horror.
The decade of horror, yeah.
No matter who you are, when you were born.
But it's funny that you say that because as much as people talk about the 80s, I grew up on those 50s, 60s, 70s horror films.
Right.
Yeah. But
in the 80s was different, but the 80s is what I really gravitated toward.
That's what I'm still. That's what I'm saying. You're kind of proving my point. It's like you grew up watching the 50s, You know, but you got into the 80s. I was born in the 80s, but then I got into the 80s movies. And like I said, still people kind of consider that the great era of horror.
It is. Music, everything about the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was...
The big hair, the tight clothes.
Yeah.
I was born...
Jamie Lee Curtis did that perfect movie.
Yeah.
I blessed the earth with my presence, and the legend was born.
Phantasm came out in what?
79.
79.
Yep. So I mean, and then you know, Halloween came out too, and it's really in the 70s. Yeah. Two of my all-time favorites came out in the 70s. Really, well, I mean, close to the 80s, but you know, Phantasm and Halloween.
Halloween in 78 and Salem's Lot in 79.
So there you go. You know, but it's funny to me that I kind of think about that.
And Star Wars in 77.
Chainsaw Massacre 74.
Yeah.
There you go.
What'd you think about those remakes?
73.
Yeah, when you're talking Chainsaw Massacre, I didn't mind the Jessica Biel one. I thought it was good. I thought it had tension. Now it kind of from there, you know, they're kind of hit and miss.
Yes.
The 3D one, I need to go back. I just honestly, man, give me the original and give me number 2. I like number 2 for the comedic side. I like Bill Moseley. Give me number
absolutely.
Give me number 3. I love 3. And then after that, you can give me the Jessica Biel one, and then forget the rest. I don't care.
I think the Jessica Biel one, they did I mean, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
But she was ridiculous in that movie. But anyways, they really had
that tight tank top.
They captured. Would you be quiet? I have to stand up after this. They did a great job with bringing back. I think they did a great job bringing back the atmosphere of the original, like the way they filmed it, the way they filmed it, the colors they used, the lighting, all that. I think it really kind of brought it back to that.
I agree.
That Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake had probably one of my favorite, and I think one of the greatest. Oh man, that's hard to say. Scenes in horror was when they're in the van and the chick freaking shoots herself.
Yes, right. Oh, dude.
And they back the camera through the lady's skull out the back of the car. That scene is just, I was like, I instantly love this.
Well, let's not forget where she pulled the gun from.
Well, yeah, but just that camera, the way they did that camera, where they backed the camera through the hole in her skull.
I loved it.
What I was saying with that aspect is not to be gross with, even though it's kind of how we are, but it's the she pulled that gun from there. It's like, wow, like even the guy in the back, he was just sitting. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? You know,
I watch Cops. You see that shit all the time.
that whole scene to that is just crazy.
Yeah,
it's insane, and it's everything about that movie, man. All the gore, I mean, even the musical score is really good in it. It's just got a good atmosphere about it. But I think it's. I loved Leatherface in it. I thought they'd done a good job. But it's R. Lee Ermey.
Yes.
You know, the one that played Sheriff Hoyt. Like, he sold that movie.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. And when he's making them clean that, when he made him clean the van, like,
he plays such a good asshole.
Yeah. He does. I tell you what, his best part was the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh,
yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
But yeah, he was you're right. He killed that part in there. He just absolutely nailed it, man. Sometimes all it takes is one good person in a film to really sell it for you.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Absolutely.
You
know, it was Michael Myers on Halloween.
And you didn't even know who he was.
You didn't even know who that was?
Yeah.
He didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It was funny. John Carpenter was like, you know what, Nick? I like the way you walk. The fuck are you looking at my ass for?
Well, did you? We talked about exactly with the little head movement. You know, we were talking to Dave about this. You know, he didn't know, but Robert Englund worked on the set of that. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's pretty cool.
I know.
You know, it's
but Robert Englund's done so much, man. I mean,
dude, he's another great. You got your he got your Mount. Who would be on your Mount Rushmore of horror?
Ooh, see, I've had this asked before. Oh my
did
God.
you? Did you?
I did, and I can't answer it like.
Okay,
man.
Okay. Let me rephrase.
It's different depending on the frame of mind you're in.
Well, what I was going to say is, you know, you got your directors, of course.
Yeah.
We'll say your actors. Who is your?
I would probably put. We'll keep it male. Okay, not to be racist, but we'll keep it male. I would go with probably. I would have to put Robert Englund up there just because of what all he's done. Man, I would have to put Mustache up there. Tom Atkins.
Mustache.
The stash himself. God dang, dude.
It's hard. It's a hard one. It's a hard one to answer, really.
I mean, God, can you put Bill Moseley up there? Because you got freaking. He's been in all my favorite movies. Like,
see, I think everyone's Mount Rushmore is probably going to be different, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that one person.
Christopher Lee.
Yeah, I think one person that's going to be on everybody's list is probably going to be Robert Englund.
Yeah,
that's what I was kind of getting at. I think everybody who's a horror head.
Yeah.
Just because, like you said, he's done so much.
Yeah,
you know, he's been in so many things. I mean, character wise, you know, of course, Michael Myers is our favorite. So you know, he's a character though. You know, he's not really a name. Like a person, but I think that I try to think about that of who would be on everyone's list, you know, and I just
Lance Henriksen, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Pumpkinhead.
Harley. Harley.
Here you go. Here's a little tidbit that most people haven't probably heard yet. Robert Englund's going to be on the new season of Stranger Things.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. They just announced it yesterday.
I still got to watch season 3. I'm behind.
Dude,
season 3 was really good, but
don't say that.
It is very dark.
It is. I binge watched it. You know, I'm such a binge. Now that I got what I have at home, I binge watch everything to the point where I mean, I'm glad it's over with now. But I binge watched Supernatural.
Yeah, you really like that, man. I'm glad it's over with.
Well, I got so emotionally involved in it. Yeah. I binge watched Supernatural.
Oh wow!
So I watched 16,
all 94 seasons of it.
Yeah, I watched 16 seasons, and it was like 360 episodes or some shit. There's like 24 episodes in each season. Some crap.
Yeah.
Anyways, I watched all that in about 3 months.
Oh my God. I love it.
So, you know, I watched all those, and because, you know, I didn't watch it for years because everybody's, you got to watch it. It's right down your alley. And I'm like, you guys are just in it for the dudes. You know, it's kind of like you said, everyone's got to be pretty, this and that. But then I watched. So I finally fuck, I'm going to watch it. And the very first episode, I'm like, damn it. I like this. So now I have to watch it. So, you know, it's fun to binge watch stuff, but I really like freaking the way in that show that the brotherhood aspect. I grew up very close to there's 4 brothers and 1 sister in my family.
Right.
For me. And, you know, we grew up pretty tight and stuff. So it's like it's cool to see that, and it's cool to see that.
They're tight.
Yeah, I like actors. Jensen Ackles, man, I think is a phenomenal actor. And I love Jared Padalecki, man. I think he's great.
Oh yeah, but like you said, I think he hates Dean's character.
Yeah, Dean's awesome.
I love that dude.
I do too.
I love that dude, man. He's probably one of my favorite
episode. My favorite episode was the one where he becomes scared of everything. Oh, and when he's screaming at that dog, little Chihuahua dog.
Dude, he's like, ah! He's like, dude, that was so scary. I still tell my wife about that. That's
It's hilarious. Dude.
That's hilarious that you said that. Because I told my wife about that because she loves it too. But she just loves it because the guys, that's all she cares about.
My favorite episode was the one where they get back into the Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Yeah. And Dean's trying to bang Thelma the whole time.
Yeah.
Or no, he's trying to
Daphne.
That's right.
Daphne. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love it. That was a great one, man. That was good.
Yeah.
But no, Stranger Things is awesome. You like that?
And I'm looking forward to this fourth season, especially now that I know Robert Englund's going to be in it.
Yeah, that's wicked cool, man. He's done so much shit. You're right. And now that I think about it, like I've seen him in so much.
He's got a new series. Well, it's been out for a year or so. Something Terror. True Terror.
True Terror,
I think is what it's called.
Yeah. I haven't seen that, or actually, I think we did watch an episode of that. He hosts, talks about,
Yeah, they talk about true stuff that's happened, ghost stories and different shit like that.
Right.
It's been decent.
Robert Englund's the man. He's the man. And that's something that we talked about no matter what, like with the Nightmare on Elm Street, what they did right with that is that all the different directors they had, they kept Robert Englund. And that's what saved him mostly because
they lop any heads off in Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's a good question.
The only thing I can think of is when he put Patricia Arquette's head through the TV.
Welcome
to prime time, bitch.
Welcome to prime time, bitch. Talk about one-liners, man.
Yeah.
Kruger was a king of the one-liners, man.
Yeah.
What's the one from is it Freddy vs. Jason when he's like got the chick, the girl's dreaming, but he got that chick on the porch. He's like vanished. She's all dead. And he turns around. He's like, "It's not my fault. She's a dead lay."
Dude, the funny one in Freddy vs. Jason was when he puts his two of his knife fingers on the chick's nose, and he's like, "Got your nose."
Yeah. Love it, movie.
It's so funny. It's funny to me.
The movie is great. I mean,
it is really good.
People looked at that and thought, "Oh, what the hell?" But you go and watch that movie, man. It's a great film.
I saw it in the theater, and I gave it a standing O, man. Especially at the end with the wink spoiler, man. I was just like, dude, that's awesome.
The body count on that is way off.
Yeah.
Jason kills way more people than Freddy.
But I love the concept what they did with that. How Jason's always asleep, so like Freddy's in his head.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty cool how they did that. But at the end, when you're talking about with the wink, I love how they everything was red.
Yeah.
And he comes like, that's killer, dude. Yeah. That was a good movie. Yeah. A lot of people shit on that. I thought it was great.
Good Decapitation too.
It did. Yeah.
So yeah, man, there you go. There's your decapitation you were looking for.
There's your segue.
There you go. Hey, let's talk about Scanners from 1981.
Ooh.
Probably the best head explosion movie. Old Michael Ironside's got the power. He's got the power. I got the power.
That little face that guy's made, he's going.
That whole scene, and he's all on the table, and he's like,
and Michael's got that little grin.
Yeah. Great film, but man,
love it.
That scene alone sold that movie.
Yeah.
Well, I got another one. I got another good one for you, and it's from one of my favorite. It's from one of my favorite movies. It's more of a head explosion, not a decapitation, but it's from Big Trouble in Little China. Whenever at the end, whenever he's the thunder guy's like,
his head goes like this big.
Starts steaming out of his nose.
I
love that film. I love anything Kurt Russell's in. He's one of my favorites. He's done a lot. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I love that movie. It's got some of my favorite quotes in it. I love that intro, the intro to that movie whenever he's talking on his CV out there to everybody. He's driving his truck.
Yeah.
That's a fun film, man. That's another one that I talk to people my age even, and they're like, "Oh, Big Trouble in Little China." I'm like, "You never seen that?"
Yeah. I mean, you got to see that film.
It's insane.
That's a classic.
It's another Scream Factory release on Blu-ray recently, man. It's great.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to check.
I need to pick that up.
Me too. I'm definitely going to pick it up. I got an old copy of it, but I'm going to have to pick that one up for sure.
So Greg, give us one.
See, here it is. I don't know which one to go with. How about the 1981 The Prowler? Talking about Tom Savini. I'm throwing a heavy one out, man.
Yeah.
That shotgun blast scene.
With
second to none, dude.
God blast.
Yeah, that could be
Pantera. Yeah.
And there's a video, if you look up on Google or on YouTube, man, there is a video. What was it we looked up? It was like, I looked up like best head explosions, right? And there's like a 25-minute video, and they showed 714 head explosions.
Holy shit.
I forget how many movies, and it's just clip after clip after clip. And Pearl and I'm watching this just like, because some of them we've seen 100 times, right?
Yeah.
But there's some in there that was in some really super Z-rate movies, man. I'm sitting like, holy cow, dude. Like, freaking insane, bro.
Yeah.
That's good.
I hate when they show you those videos, but don't tell you what movie it's from.
They do that in that one, man.
You know,
it's like,
and it's
just give me a little clip. All right, this is from.
Just tell me what it's from so I can go watch it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, some of these movies were clearly straight video, and you could probably never, ever find the movie, but I love the head blow. You know, it's freaking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
That's the good thing about the B's and the Z's. The B to Z's, you know, they usually have great freaking some kind of great gore in it, you know, because that's what's going to build it for them is their special effects. You know,
it's all practical, man. We watched. There's a few of the CGI'd ones in that video clip, and you could totally like just
you could
blow it off like it sucked. But then as soon as you see that practical effect, man, it's freaking awesome.
Well, and you know, it's like we said, we love practical effects, but the one thing that I love about practical effects too is just it perfect example is the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, you've seen the remake, right?
Yeah.
So the scene where Krueger's coming out over the bed.
Okay.
Right through the wall.
Yeah.
And the original looked so freaking awesome. It looked real, you know, because it really was coming through the wall. You know, but this one was CGI and it got real big and came, and it just was like
hokey.
I mean, it's like, dude, how are you going to beat that? You know, the original.
You can't.
How are you going to beat that original practical effect? Tom Savini's he's the man. I remember going back and watching the video of him on Letterman. Talking about how he
did all the squib. Is that where we did the squib explosion on the head?
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, awesome. Tom Savini's just cool. Plus he acts, and he's a great actor.
Definitely.
You know.
Come on now. I don't know about great. I think.
I love him. I love him, dude. I think he does great.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Night Riders.
You ever seen
Night Rider?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I love me some Savini, dude. He's awesome, dude. He's an awesome guy. Which gets you into Nicotero, too, you know.
KGB, baby.
Here's one that'll be totally off everybody's radar.
Okay.
It's not a horror film, but the movie Machete.
Machete!
Oh,
There's a scene in Machete where Danny Trejo walks out a door and he's in a like little hallway and he's surrounded by three people and this is a triple headlock. He cuts off all three of their heads with one swing.
So it's such a good movie, man.
Yes, very good movie. Very good movie. Not horror, but great film. Great,
gory as hell.
Oh yeah, it's just that's those on Planet Terror. You know, they played
the Grindhouse.
Yeah, the Grindhouse, dude. Planet Terror is
those movies, man.
Planet Terror is a fucking great.
There's a lot of people that hate Death Proof. I don't know why that movie gets so much hate online.
I love it, man. I think it's great.
I thought
it's Kurt Russell.
Exactly.
How can you go wrong with Kurt Russell? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. You know, hell, he's even good in Christmas movies.
Yeah. Dude, the Christmas Chronicles.
I love that movie.
It's freaking awesome, dude.
You know,
that sounds good, but I like it.
Yeah, man. You know, but like Death Proof, I thought it was really good. But Planet Terror, I love it. It's just packed full of.
There's a good head explosion in that one too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's got a good one.
A pus, freaking
chopping mall.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Man. You get that long shot of that girl's butt walking. And it's like, you don't even know why they're even showing the scene. Like, they watch her walking real slow.
Have you seen the butt? That's why they're showing it.
Point
TNA all day.
Yeah, right.
That's what sells.
But it's that whole.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
That's a freaky.
I forgot about that one, and I just watched that not too long ago too. Do you have Shudder?
Yes.
Do you? So have you been watching the Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs?
I have not.
I'm missing it right now because it's on right now. They do it live every Friday night.
Shit, put it on left. My wife's put it on now. I forgot.
what they'll do is they'll replay it like on Sunday evening or whatever. He always shows some cool shit.
Oh yeah.
What's great about that series is listening to him. It's his commentary of these movies, you know. Yeah. I know you haven't ever watched it.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
But what's cool is he'll pick. He does 2 movies every show, and he'll play the entire movie. And what he'll do is he doesn't talk at all during the movie, but once it gets to a point where he can cut, he'll cut the film, and then it'll go to him talking, and he tells you all kinds of information about the actors and the directors and just different weird shit. And then he goes off on little tangents like we do.
Yeah, he loves tangents, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's fun to listen to. And they just released a thing of it's called Just Joe Bob, and it's his. All it is there's no movies. It's just his commentary from different movies and shit that you can watch. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Sweet. I got a lot of shit I got to watch. That's the thing is like now, you know, it's like I got so much I need to do for this stuff. And it's like I don't have no damn time to do it.
Yeah. You got to take time. You got to get Shudder.
Yeah, definitely.
And watch Tubi. Between Shudder and Tubi, you're fine. But Shudder, you can just start from the beginning and just watch every movie. They got everything from the Italian Giallo, which I love, all the way up to new. It's so great, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, I don't. What's your favorite genre for?
Slashers are my favorite.
Slasher
will always be my favorite. But I do like the 70s Giallo because I feel like I love Italian horror films, and I love the whole. It kind of fits in with the slashers, like it's kind of a early slasher, I guess you'd say, before it became the thing, and. It would be slasher, giallo, and then Asian horror, man. I love Asian horror films.
You know, it's really funny whenever you look at, like, you know, because we talk about slashers all the time. That slasher genre. And, you know, really, honestly, the whole slasher craze started with Halloween in 1978.
Sure.
But it truly could have started with movies like Peeping Tom from 74.
1960. Yeah. Was that 60, right?
1960. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think that was 64 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of films like that back then. So you talk about these giallo films. One of my favorites is House by the Cemetery.
Love it.
I love that film. It's got Catriona MacColl in it. Very Italian horror based in New York is what's weird about that.
Kid.
Yes. Great film.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So when did Halloween came out, and then Jamie Lee Curtis made Prom Night.
She did Prom Night. And she also did Terror Train.
Right after
Terror Train and The Fog.
Yeah. The Fog was what, 1981?
Something like that. It's right then.
I think it was right in that time frame.
Because I know she did those kind of back to back.
Do you guys know? Do you guys know where Jamie Lee Curtis started?
Love Boat.
No, Petticoat Junction.
Petticoat. That's it. God dang it.
Petticoat Junction.
The Love Boat.
Exciting. Hey, that's funny. My wife still watches that. And it's funny. She'll watch it and she'll be like, "Hey, honey, come here. Who is this?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, honey. My wife is big into classic movies and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing though if you really look at some of them, like Fantasy Island and Love Boat and stuff like that, and look at how many actors that will pop up, and you're like,
"Yeah."
I was watching the original Wonder Woman TV series with
Wonder Woman.
With Linda Carter.
Yes,
and lo and behold, man, who was that we saw in that one episode? It was like, what's the chick from Urban Legend? I mean, not Urban Legend, Urban Cowboy. Anyways, there's like one after another. Like, and I was like, in that one episode, you You had John Saxon. You had the chick from Urban Cowboy, Deborah Winger. There was like one after another in that one episode. I was like, holy cow.
That's like Tales from the Crypt. You look at Tales from the Crypt, was the same way, it's just packed with all kinds of high A-class actors, you know.
Yeah.
It's funny, I watched a movie not too long ago called Into the Grizzly Maze. Have you seen that?
Wow. I haven't seen it.
So, Into the Grizzly Maze, it has fucking, I don't know how I didn't see it till then. It has, Billy Bob Thornton's in it. I'm trying to remember now. Every person in that movie is a famous actor. I'm like, how in the hell have I not seen this?
Yeah.
It is packed full of people. I'm like, but it's actually a good movie. It's about these killer grizzly bear, you know, and
nice.
this giant grizzly bear inside the woods.
Love it.
You know, so yeah, it's actually, I was like, holy shit, this is packed full of people. I can't believe I've never seen this before. You know, it's funny. You wonder how they got the budget for it.
Yeah,
right.
You know,
well, it's like, how the hell did they land? Oh God, I just forgot his name. Sam
Elliott.
Sam Elliott in he killed the Nazis and then he killed Bigfoot.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. How the hell did they get him from that
Bigfoot?
Oh.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name.
It's that's the title. Something like I killed the Nazis and
then I killed Bigfoot.
And then I killed
the man who
killed the Nazis.
Hitler.
Or killed Hitler. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. How the hell did they get Sam Elliott for that freaking movie, dude?
He'll do anything.
He must have been bored.
He's the one of my. I love Sam Elliott, man.
His mustache could beat your ass.
Yeah.
My buddy used to do reenactments in Tombstone. He's a 3-gun shooter. He's a 3-gun shooter, but he's a big Western guy. So he moved down there and he lived there and he used to do reenactments in Tombstone.
Oh wow!
And and he said that he remembers he met Sam Elliott down there. He said that Sam Elliott came riding through there on his bike, Harley, with 12 or 15 other bikers.
Oh,
they come in there, and it was Sam Elliott. He's
badass.
Fuck yeah, dude! Sam Elliott's the man. That's
my mom's crush. My mom is if it's Sam Elliott, she loves it. I don't care what it is.
Look at you talk about Tombstone. Fucking Kurt Russell, skin that smoke wagon.
Yeah, you gonna do something? You gonna sit there and bleed? One of my favorites, man.
Love that. Man.
That's a damn good film there.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Hell's coming with me. Oh yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. Yeah, dude.
Y'all knew I was going to go down this road, so I'm going to go, and I would love to see Pearl's face when I mention this. And that is the bathtub scene from I Spit on Your Grave.
Oh
man.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about a decapitation.
You know what? My wife, it's funny you mentioned that because my wife is always like, she sits there, she's like, why do people watch this movie? Because there's like I Spit on Your Grave 4, I Spit on Your Grave 5. I mean, they keep remaking them. And my wife's like, why do they keep doing this? And now the original I can understand because
the original, and that's what I'm talking about, is the original.
Yes, for a woman.
The original film, she lops the dude's dick off in the fucking bathtub.
Yes.
And then she just slowly gets out of the bathtub and walks out the door.
Yeah.
Yep. I can understand that from a woman's standpoint. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
You know what happened. But my wife's like, I can understand it. She's like, but why do they keep remaking these? It doesn't need to be redone. Yeah. And I'm like, you know.
Yeah, and I'll agree with you.
You know, but you know, when
I remake was really good on that.
Yes. Oh yeah. With the freaking crow pecking the eyes and
Sarah Butler playing that part.
Yeah, she done good. We just watched that recently, or Pearl was watching the other morning when I got up.
Well, when you watch, you know, the original stuff, that the beginning of the movie that's horrible, it makes you appreciate the fucking revenge that she gets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It makes you appreciate that, hey, she's getting these motherfuckers back for what they did.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
she fucking drives the fucking pipe up the dude's ass.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh.
You know, that was funny that you say that because literally, you know, Pearl don't sleep. She's insomniac, so she's up all night. So I'll sleep like a baby, like I'm out. Yeah. And then I'll wake up at like 6:30, get ready to go to work, and the TV's on and she's sitting here watching. I spit on the grave, and I'm like, it's 6:30 in the morning. Like, oh my god!
Hey, just be glad she's not standing at the foot of the bed with a
camera
and a pipe.
Dude, don't give her no ideas, bro. Don't give her. You didn't hear that.
Well, what's the remake of Last House on the Left?
Oh yes.
The original was so much better though.
Yeah, but I like the ending because the dad fucking like when he puts that dude's head in the microwave.
Oh yeah.
The dad rigs it up to where he can like
turn it on with his door open.
Yeah. He got his dude, that was I was like if that was my kids, fuck yeah, dude, I would torture that son of a bitch.
Hell yeah.
That's one thing I can't stand, man. It's a pedo. Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
I won't get started on it. But anyways, the revenge scenes in movies, it's always you have to get through the bad part of it to get, like I said, to get the appreciation of why they're doing what they're doing, and they're coming up, and this, it's gonna be brutal.
Oh
like like you said, lopping it off in the bathtub and then shutting the door and like
with a fucking steak knife.
I know, right? Yeah.
I just got a boner.
Yeah, those. Oh my God, no, these pearl scissors.
We're gonna get off here, and she's gonna be like, "Them guys are assholes."
Yeah.
No, like she loves movies like that. She loves revenge movies and even stuff like I Spit on Your Grave and stuff, because she gets what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
She likes torture films. Like, she legit loves movies that is gory, torture. Hostel is, man, it's amazing.
Oh, dude, Hostel.
You can't gross her out, dude.
I could not deal with the scene with the fucking eyeball. Fucking makes my eye hurt, dude.
Yeah.
There's some good, and that's crazy. That's like even with Saw, that scene, the one with rest in peace, Chester Bennington.
Yeah.
Chester Bennington, whenever he's in the car and he's got his back on that, but on the what's it, like hooks or something?
Yeah.
It's glued.
It's glued because they glued it in the car. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's got to try, and he's like trying to lift up, and his back is dude.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. One of the worst ones for me on that is in Saw, and it's crazy because it's kind of nothing really, but whenever that one girl, I can't remember which one it was, but when the heroin junkie gets thrown into the pile of needles.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
I got a phobia about needles, man. I just don't like needles. I mean, I got tattoos. That's one thing, but needles, I just don't like them, man.
It's crazy. That scene has always stuck in my mind out of all those movies.
That's crazy. Scene, I'll be thinking about that. I'm getting a needle tomorrow morning.
He's getting plunged.
What?
I'm getting I'm getting my chip inserted tomorrow morning.
All right. Hey, good luck. I already had both, so we're good.
Yeah, this is my second one, so.
Okay, good luck. Pearl just had hers done, and she didn't do so well. She's still recovering, but.
Oh, really?
But it's all good.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
No, I'm not worried about it.
It can't hurt him.
Get your arm above here.
Yeah. That was what was weird is the first one, I think I was so, like, I don't know. I think I freaked myself out about it.
Yeah.
It may have been the fifth of whiskey I drank the night before, but but next day I just didn't feel right.
Right.
I mean, but yeah. So I'm going in for my second tomorrow morning, and
the Hershey squirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I'm good. It's funny. I'm not too worried about. I'm not really. I'm doing it for myself, but it's for other reasons other than what people think. I'm doing it because I want to fucking get back to normal.
Yeah.
I want to start going to concerts. I'm a huge metalhead, and I haven't seen a concert in freaking almost 2 years.
I know.
And
we got to quit wearing masks today. For the first time at work in over a year, I don't have to wear a mask now.
Nice. That's awesome. We don't have to wear them at my work. We're not under a restriction in Missouri, but I still, like, if I go into like a Walmart or something, I'll put one on.
I'm weird. I never have World War I.
He never has World War I. He's like, fuck you people.
Hey, fuck the man. Fuck the system. That's the way I look at it.
Oh, that's another good one. The freaking horse head and fucking The Godfather.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That is a good scene.
Yeah. But yeah, so.
You'll be all right.
Oh, no, I'm not worried.
It can't hurt you any worse than you're already fucked up. I mean,
so, you know, that's what I think. It's like I fucking drink whiskey like it's going out of style, and I fucking eat crap all the time. I don't think the fucking COVID shot's going to hurt me.
Yeah, I eat so many. I take all my old man pills. I say, I've been taking vitamins and supplements since I was like 25, probably. Well, you know, just taking care of myself. Everyone's like, dude, you're only this. Why are you taking all this stuff
now? You're gonna turn into a supplement.
I am a supplement. I'm a pleasure supplement.
Oh shit!
I'm like,
that's it. I'm out of here.
They call me the pheromone kid.
Yeah.
I've seen you. You look like you've been in a cold pool.
Yes. In the middle of February in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Would you consider that an innie or an outie?
Oh Lord. What was that, Andrew like, get away from me with your 2-inch pop cock.
What's in the bowl, bitch?
Oh shit. What's in the box?
Oh, yeah, right.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
Oh, Brad Pitt.
Old Brad Pitt. I forgot about that one.
He's from right up the road from us.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Springfield, Missouri.
Springfield, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's where he's from. You know,
about 2 hours away from us.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. What the fuck is ex-wife?
Yeah.
Well.
Shh. This is why we get kicked off of shows.
Sorry. Oh, that's blurted out there.
Thank God this is our show and not theirs.
Yeah, right.
Now you see why
Greg would have cut us off a long time ago.
What's that? Static.
Oh, guys. Oh, we lost. Hey, we lost him, guys. Sorry about that.
Dude, it was so funny doing Phantom Galaxy with Nathan. It was like, oh yeah, and that God, Ryan can't even talk on this show.
Yeah.
You know,
I got to be careful when I go on other people's shows sometimes, because I do have a little potty mouth sometimes. So.
He told us, he said, yeah, my show is G-rated. I was like, yeah, we're out.
Have you listened?
If you listen to our show, he's like, oh, no, you guys will be fine.
Yeah.
You know, so we do a 2-hour episode, and it ends up being 35 minutes.
Lots of beeps.
Oh, you know, we just like to have a good time, man. You know,
that's what it's all about, dude.
Yeah, it does suck though that, you know, you've been doing it for a long time though. You know, you've been doing podcasts since 2009, but like for us, we were about two and a half years in right now of ours, you know, and we're pushing on things, you know, and we had a lot of plans for 2020, you know, like, man, conventions and all this stuff, you know, and then bam, can't do nothing. So like, you know, that's what sucks, is that you don't get to go out and meet the people you want to meet, you know.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully that's all over soon, and we'll all be able to freaking
dude,
get together.
We still have tickets for the Haunted America conference.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, and another thing, next month we are doing. So there's a fairly big haunted attraction here close to us. Next month we're going to be live there. I think that's the 19th.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh wow.
19th. They invited us down, and this is one of the bigger haunts in our area. You know, we're far enough away from the city. They're not huge, you know, but it's going to be really cool. So I mean, if you want to check us out, we're going to be at the Rising Haunted House for their summer scare.
Okay. And you're going live on?
Yeah, we're going to do a live show from there. We'll probably do Facebook Live for a while. We're going to record a podcast down there.
Nice.
And
we'll check it out.
It'll be a good time, man. Good time.
Heck yeah, man.
You know, that's one thing that's really cool about Facebook. Now that they've changed some of their stuff on there, we could actually do Facebook Live videos together if you'd ever be interested in that.
Nice. See, I've tried to figure out how to do that. Like, I've tried to do, I can do like myself and one other, but I've not been able to figure out how to get like Bill and Dave at the same time. I've not been able to do that.
All you have to do is invite them.
Yeah, I've tried it. What it does is it'll do one, but it won't let me invite a third, and I don't know what to work.
Really? Okay, see, we haven't tried it yet. That was one of the things. We've been doing a lot of Zoom calls with people. Yeah. And these work out great for us because we'll just release them, because we release all our stuff on YouTube. So you and your big freaking planet behind you are going to be on YouTube.
Maybe. And, we'll see if they kick us off there.
Yeah, they'll kick us out. But it'll be cool, man. It'll be cool.
You gotta go like, yes. It's literally like you raise your arms up and you're gone.
There you go. You're out. Hell yeah.
So but if you guys ever come through, let us know for sure, man.
Definitely.
We will, man.
We'll have some dinner and stuff, and
hell yeah, we'll get together, have
good
a couple shots,
have some shots. Yeah, they're supposed to be opening up a Texas Roadhouse around here. I hear.
Ooh, Pearl just went. Her eyes light up when she hears about me.
sounds like JT.
What can I say?
Is
that tube steak?
Yeah, definitely, man. If you guys even get remotely close to us or even St. Louis, man, give us a shout out, man. We'll drive.
We will.
Out with you
Absolutely.
Guys,
It'll be really soon. I'll go ahead and give you a little spoiler-free thing there. Off record. We'll definitely be coming through there really soon.
Yeah, we talk about that after.
Sweet.
Once we get done doing the extra stuff. But this has been fun, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
hell yeah.
We'll sit here and talk for fucking hours. I mean, and you're used to it too. So
I am.
Yeah, so it'll be like talking and talking and talking. But this has been awesome, dude. And this is kind of what we do. We start talking about random horror stuff or paranormal stuff and alien, the Bigfoot.
Oh, shit. I forgot my paper, dude. I've got a paper in the car that it was from CBS News, and they were talking. They did a poll of several, like 1,000 different Americans, and 66% of them believe in aliens.
Well, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Look, there's one right there on our screen.
Yeah.
He's floating in the...
He's getting ready to take over our planet. Your women. We want to buy your women.
How much for the old women?
Earth girls are easy.
Land of the creeps.
TP for my bunghole.
Cornholio.
Not easy.
What?
Earth girls are not easy.
Earth girls are not easy, she said.
They were in that movie. Just ask Gina Davis.
They're definitely a pain in the ass. No, I'm just playing.
That was Gina Davis and Jim Carrey was in that film.
Jim Carrey
was. Yeah.
Another one from him, Once Bitten.
Oh, I love that movie, dude.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was young as shit in that movie.
Yeah, he was.
Definitely.
Oh,
what was Lauren Hutton? What's her name? Yeah, Lauren Hutton.
Lauren Hutton.
Yep.
Boy.
Don't get me started.
She can bite me on the thigh.
Here we go. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, hey, Greg, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
On the planet.
Yeah.
On the planet.
Right here.
Just go outside and look up in the sky. You'll see them.
Yeah. The brightest star, and I'll be right beside it.
It'll be a brown star.
No, Land of the Creeps, man. You can follow me at landofthecreeps.blogspot.com. You can email me, GREGAMORTIS666@gmail.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, all that good shit.
Awesome, man. This was a freaking blast.
Hell
dude.
yeah, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Good times.
Loved having you on, man. We got to do this again.
Absolutely. Yes. I'm ready.
Rock on, man. Well, guys, that was the show, guys. Get over there and check out Land of Creeps if you haven't. They're awesome. That long podcast, but definitely worth a listen. Trust me.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyways, guys, we love you, horror fam. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the support. And as always, until next time, keep it creepy.